Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Good morning, Jesus.
Excellent. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm
Good
good
morning,
too.
everyone.
Excellent. Welcome to Office Hours. As you know, today we're gonna host an Ask Me Anything type of session. So, if you have any kind of questions, you can go ahead and ask the questions here. Just raise your hand, and we're going to go in order. Also, if you have questions, you can just put it in the chat and raise your hand, and when it's your turn, we're gonna see the question that you put in the chat. Okay, does anyone has any question at this moment? Sure, Patrick.
Okay, I'm practicing all of my technology here, raising my hand.
Okay.
All right. Yes, I do have a couple questions. I just finished a meeting with Marina last week where my course was stood up with the Done For You program. So I'm at the front end of this. And I have it displayed on another screen. And I was wondering, there's a couple things that I understand I want to do first is set up a sales page, and then I think I need to enroll myself as a student so that I can actually test everything going through it before I start enrolling other people. And I think some of that was covered roughly in the video that I got from her. But is there a specific video that you can recommend or a link to the videos that show how to set up the sales page, kind of the whole gamut around that? And then two, I understand Go Plus also has a capability to do that as well. Which one do you recommend? What are the pros and cons of using the sales page in XP versus the sales page in GoPro for a startup course?
Okay, I see. So you can build a sales page in both, either XP or Go Plus. However, the purpose of Go Plus is more focused on that part because XP it's more focused on the gamification in courses and creating courses. You can still build the sales page in XP by creating a course page in one of your courses, and you can use that as a sales page or use your marketplace as your sales page. Uh, However, Go Plus will have more tools to design your sales page because that is a tool that is more focused on that kind of stuff.
Okay. And how is that priced? Like, I know they ask us whenever we set up our account to give a credit card. So I did that, but I haven't used any of their products yet. Is there a pricing sheet somewhere that shows me if I choose sales page, it's going to cost me this much money per month or something like that?
Do you mean in Go Plus or in
Yeah, yeah,
XP?
in Go Plus.
As far as I know, if you create a funnel page or something like that in Go Plus, that doesn't have any cost.
Okay, okay, okay. All right.
The,
And
the
is it
cost starts when you set up a SMS or something like that.
okay?
But
Okay.
for creating a sales page, no.
Okay, okay. Now, one other question. Can I share my screen for a second?
Sure.
Okay, so this is basically the course that was set up, and I'm trying to get to the front, the first page. I think this is it. And you're gonna. I'm still fresh and new at this. So to get to the welcome sheet, how do I get there?
What do you mean by welcome
The
sheet?
welcome video on XP. No, it's not there.
But you're talking about the welcome video from you for your students?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, that should be in the course homepage. So to get there, you should go to the step 4.
Go to forum.
No, you have to access the course. and go to step 4.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. I think I screwed up. 1 second. Go to step 4, pages and
Huh?
templates.
And click on edit in the home course page. It's the first one. Yeah, that one. Okay, so you can just click OK, got it. And here you're going to click edit content in the block, and in the left where it says column 1,
In the left where
if
it
you
says,
click it,
okay, column 1 right here.
yeah, and it says video,
Okay, video. Okay, I got you.
okay, right there you can edit the video that is in the home course page. I see that this is already set up, but this is so you can know it for future courses or something like that. You can edit the video in the home course page right here.
Okay,
So now, in order to preview this, you can close this window where it says close at the bottom, top right there, and at the top you have the option preview.
okay. Top preview. Got you.
Okay, just click OK, got it, and this is how the students will see the page.
Okay, perfect. Now, these links, I tried clicking on one of them. Actually, it's working now. This is weird. Okay, earlier it didn't work. I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong here? Okay, this is fine. Let me just check this one. Okay, perfect. Okay, is there a video that shows me how to set up a sales page in XP?
A, a video that shows you how to set up a sales page. A,
Yes.
I think there's not. Let me see. Hmm. Sorry, this is slow for me today.
No, you're
Not
fine.
sure why.
You're fine.
Mm, mm. So we have an article about how to create a sales page.
Okay.
Eh, I just send it here in the chat of the meeting.
Okay.
Uh, just an FYI, it will explain you how to create the sales page.
Okay.
Uh, but the content of it, it will just like creating a custom course page. You will have to drag your blogs and put the information you want. But this is how you can create a custom course page that you can use as a sales page. Uh, I
Okay.
will
And
show you how to
okay.
uh, make it public so you can use it as a sales page.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. And then one last question: is there a particular place here where I can see all the trainings on XP to know, so I can basically do some self learning here?
All the trainings. What do you mean by all the trainings?
Yeah, like I just got this thing built, and I used to use Teachable, so a lot of what I saw in Teachable is transferable, the functionality over here, and so I'm kind of navigating just sort of on my own, figuring out how this is set up. But I'm sure there's a group of training somewhere that give me a good overview of how XP works, and then some of the unique differences between this product and Teachable, which is the one that I used to use.
Okay, I see. So we used to have a course, but that was instructor led before.
Okay.
What we have right now, it's a video
Okay.
in YouTube that shows you how to set up your first course in Xperiencify.
Okay. But once it's set up, I just wanted something to show me the high level functionality, how to navigate around. Because I'm sort of like just figuring it out, looking at the menus, going through this, clicking on this, click. But is there just something that says, "Hey, this is how this tool works"?
Okay, I see. Right now, we don't have any specific training for like high level or complex setup. You can use the help center.
Okay.
So I'm going to put the link right here too.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
if you have any question regarding complex stuff inside of the platform, like you want to do something complex or more difficult, and you are having a hard time figuring out, you can use actually these office hours to ask about that,
Okay.
and we can figure out how to set it up.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. And the knowledge base is, how do I get to the knowledge base?
It's the last link that I sent. There
Oh, it's
was
knowledge
the
base.
one that it says intercom.help.
Okay, I see it. Okay, perfect. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jesus, and everyone, Sam,
You're
and
very
all you
welcome.
guys.
Perfect. Okay, so next one was Sam. Is your name Sam or is just the name of the company? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I'm muted there. In theory, you can hear me now, right?
Yes,
Okay. Well, hello, welcome. I think it's the first time I've seen you here.
probably. Yeah,
Okay. I've set up the 3-day expired mini course. Okay. And I have a number of students I have over 200 students that have done the course, and most of the comments are very positive. What my main question is, based on what Murray mentioned, that he had about a 12 or 13% conversion rate to people who actually ended up buying his course after following the EMC. I wish I had a 12% conversion rate as well. I'm getting a very, very low conversion rate, and I don't. It might be because of the nature of my students. That could very well be. But I would like to see
one of the
how
things
I
that is
could increase it, and I'm wondering if you had any ideas.
I see. Okay, so right now, how is the setup of your mini course? Like you have a small piece of the content of the course that you want to sell in that course.
Um, it's a separate piece. It's not in the course. No, it's a separate piece, but it shows the principles that are in the course. Yes.
So the expired mini course doesn't give the students like a taste of the
Oh,
original course.
oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it definitely gives them a taste. And no, I'm getting 95% positive, very positive result comments, because as you know, after the second lesson, they have to leave a 50-word comment, right?
Yes.
So all of those comments are very positive, and people like like the mini course, and they like what they're doing and what it's they are learning from it, and they say so. Uh, but for whatever reason, they don't continue. Okay, I've got a couple of points here along this line. Okay. The first point is that on the initial home page, when we welcome them and they say there's an action they have to take, that they accept the mission, right? I'm getting not quite a few, but a certain number of people who are missing that box. So, in other words, they do not click the action for whatever reason. All right. But the thing about it is that then they can complete the course in the binge mode. All right. And so when they've completed the course, they've only clicked 9 XPs and the completion is 10. So they don't see the actual offers at the end of the course. And that is also where the offer to purchase the next course shows up.
Oh,
That's
I
one of the
see.
points. That's one of the points.
Got
Now
it.
that's a minority of people who don't click that first action. Um, when I see, because some people don't do the binge mode, right? And when I see that that first action hasn't been clicked, I go in and click it so that that way, when they do finish it, they end up seeing all the information at the end of the completion of the course. But I don't know whether anybody else has said anything about that action not being completed.
I see. Okay.
I'm going
So,
to, yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So you can do two things to
Mm-hmm.
make sure they click it. So
Mm-hmm.
the first one is uh, to lock all the modules, all the trainings, and to condition the first training to that action box to be checked.
Oh, okay.
If they don't click that, they won't be able to go to the first training. Uh, you can specify right there in that action box that you have to check this action box to start with the training, so they have to click it. Uh, Also, that wording of the here's your mission, should you choose to accept it, you can edit it completely if you want. You can adapt it to your course maybe, or to your topic. That is the default action box right there, but you can edit it as you want. Maybe you can choose a better wording that it's more like uh,
You must.
related to your topic or something like that,
Okay.
or more catching. Um, and specify right there. You have to click this in order to start with the training. Uh, so in order to do that, you have to set up that action box to provide a tag when they check it. And
To
in the step
provide
five, a tag.
a tag. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and in the step five, use that tag as a starting trigger to trigger an automation that unlocks them the first training, and that should all be all that is needed to unlock because the binge mode should unlock the rest.
Okay. So I can leave it in binge mode.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I will try and set that up. Okay, well, that's a very good suggestion. Thank you. Okay, so now I have one other request, again, still regarding the sales, to obtain more sales here, and that is it possible at the end of the course to add on a series of emails? And automatically sent emails, let's say once a day for a week or whatever, where I could encourage them to take the course and show them why they need, to take the paid course.
Right. Yes, you can do that. So, right now, when they complete the course, that you say that you were checking that box for them, That means that when they complete the course, they trigger something in the step 5, I guess. Probably gives them a tag that will release a bonus for them. I'm not sure about that. What does that do in your course? But in that same automation, that when a user complete the course, you can start adding the emails with delay timers, like delay timers of X days or X weeks, and set up, for example, 10 emails with days between them, so
Okay.
they still receive the reminders about that.
Okay.
Uh, so you can add the amount of emails and delay timers that you want. In the
Okay.
last automation of if you should complete the course, if it's an expiring mini course, probably the first automation, that is when user is added to the course, is already set up to suspend them.
Hmm.
But a suspended student can still receive emails. A
Okay.
removed student can't, but a suspended student can receive emails.
Okay. Good.
So you can set up in the last automation, when user complete the course, the emails and the delay timer, so they still receive those emails.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Um, so now I have one final question, continuing about this. The comment, the 50-word comment, is given after the second lesson. All right. I would also like, or maybe only like, a comment after the third lesson because the third lesson sort of completes the second lesson. And I'd like to get a comment on their full understanding of the mini course, if you see what I mean, rather than just 2/3 of it.
Okay, I see. So when you say that there is a comment in the second training, you mean that there's an action that is working
Yes,
as an essay response, right?
yes, yes.
So in that case, you will need to create that same action, but in the third training,
Okay,
and remove it from the second one. Or you can just
okay,
leave it in bold, but I think that it's pretty straightforward. How do you think of the course and all that stuff? So you can remove it from the second one and create it in the third one, so they can see it until they get to the third training.
okay. Okay, thank you very much. I will try and move forward and set all of that up.
Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Okay, so next one was Lucia.
Hi there. Okay, so you've referenced that Go Plus has greater design capabilities, correct?
Yes.
And does that include design capabilities for the emails in the funnels or workflows or whatever, as well as pages? Like, yeah. Is it better designed for emails in Go Plus than XP as well?
You mean the automations?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. So, if I'm being honest, Go Plus has more triggers and actions available for the automations. Like, they have so much triggers, so much possible actions to do, that XP.
I'm talking about the user experience, how the design of the email looks, not the design of the funnel or the trigger or any of the automations, but the actual email that the customer receives. Does it have greater, bigger, better design options than they would have in XP? Because
Oh,
you said the sales page design options were better in Go Plus than they are in XP.
yes.
So I'm asking if the same holds true for emails.
Ah, okay, sorry, we're talking about the email editor then. Okay.
I don't think there's blocks to drag and drop in the workflow emails that I've seen.
Yeah, so uh, Yeah, Go Plus has more options to create an email template that XP. The reason I think is because Go Plus also has marketing emails and that stuff, so they have to have a lot of options in email creation. So
Cool.
yeah, they will have
Okay.
more options available. XP is more for like simple emails, like reminders and all kind of stuff, or putting a link, or maybe your magic link, or the
Yeah.
link to
I
your
mean, you can
course
put
and that stuff.
images into the XP emails. You can make them pretty as well and functional. But my next question is about data reports. Um, but first, I want to ask, like, there are sales pages, and then when you click purchase or whatever, a little form pops up. We do our sales forms, right? And are those better done in XT or Go Plus? And the reason for that distinction, because it really doesn't matter, because they're synced. But I want to know in terms of data reporting for gathering sales statistics and user statistics and metrics and all that stuff like you do in business. Is it better to put those sales forms over in Go Plus because the data reporting is better, or is it okay to just leave them? I'm all about the data. I'm a big old nerd.
Okay, I see. So if you go by the reporting part, Go Plus will be better to have the sales page. Um, and it shouldn't be so complicated to like link them because of the XP add-on. So you can easily have someone enrolled in Go Plus and automatically enrolling in XP. So that part is already covered. Um, and having the sales page in Go Plus will give you the ability to use the Go Plus reporting.
Right. Okay. All right, that's it for me. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good questions. Okay, so next one is Lorraine. Okay, their hand is not raised anymore. Oh,
Okay, I
okay.
got it now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for taking my question. Good morning to you.
Good
I
morning.
have a course that I've built and it is I do it live and then I offer recordings to all the students. I did it last year in 24 and I'm repeating it this year in 25. And this is my problem. I'm able to use probably 90% of the entire course as it is, but I need to change a few things and I'm having an issue. So for instance, I was able to change the posted replays. I didn't want the students from this course to be able to see them. So I was able to separate the replays, keep them on the course, but tag only the students from the previous course. That was successful. Now I'm using the same modules and the same trainings for the 2025 course. And I'm having an issue now. I lock them so the students, they'll be released each week. It's a 4-week course. The problem is when I go in as a test student, those modules are locked also. So is there a way I can keep the modules open for the 2024 students, but keep them locked and set to release for the 2025 students?
I see. Okay, so when you say that you went into your test student, you're saying that you had a test student enroll in your course on 2024, or did you use the preview option?
No, I'm using a test student from 2024 who has a tag to the 2024 access to that course. But when I go in as them, all the modules are locked. And it says they'll be released, like one is to be released this Friday. So it gives me all the Friday dates for the release, but it's the same dates that my new students are getting release. I like my old students to just keep having access if they want it.
I see. But if I understand it correctly, you had to change the release date of the trainings for the 2025 course.
Yes, I
Well,
don't
the
want them to have
2025
all the
students.
trainings. Right. I don't want them to binge on all the trainings. I want to go through each week the trainings with them. And that's recorded and then I put it on the site. So last year's recordings, I didn't want the new students to have all the trainings already. So I was able to tag them into the 2024 group, and the 2025 group has no access to that. But now when I do it to release the trainings, and that was with the replays. When I do the same thing with the trainings, I find that the students from 2024 don't have access to the trainings.
Okay.
Maybe it's not that important that they have access to those. They still have the recordings,
Okay, I
but I didn't
see.
know if there was a way to do that.
Okay. So technically, if a student already unlock a training, they should have that training unlocked forever. So I'm
Wait, did
trying to
you say if,
understand.
1 second, did you say if they unlock the training, it should be unlocked forever?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm trying to understand what happened with your test student account. Uh, because right now, how did you change the release of the trainings? Like you set release dates, or you
Yes.
set them to leave locked and then unlock them with this step 5?
Okay, so when I go into an individual training, module 1, training 1, when I go into edit, what I did was it says release timing, and I set the date for the new release. And then
Okay.
I tagged all the students that with 2025 tags so that these would be released in each week. But like I
Okay.
said, I noticed the old students now, they don't have access to it. Am
I
I
see.
finding something else in there? Maybe let me see what else I'm doing. Yeah, it says on a specific date to have it released. Um,
I see.
trying to see if I set up something else that maybe is triggering it. I'm looking at the actual module itself, which doesn't have, the module itself doesn't have release dates. It's the individual trainings.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening.
Okay, but the bottom line is that you have your training set up to be released on a specific date. Well,
Yes,
they used to be set up that way for the 2024, and when
yes,
2025 arrived, you changed those dates.
yes. I just did that yesterday because the course starts on Saturday. And then I looked at as a test student. What I did was I went in and I grabbed one of the magic links from a student from that course last year. And I went in as that student just to see what would happen. And I said, oh, it's all locked to them. I mean, they get the same release trainings as the new students, but I wanted to know, is there a way they can just have access?
Okay. One question. Your students from the 2024,
Mhm.
do they have a specific tag that
Yes,
differentiates them from the 2025?
yes.
They all have the same tag?
Yes. It's different. Each year is different.
Okay, I see.
One is the course initials with 2024, and the other one is the same course initials with 2025. So I
I
know
see.
which course and what year it's from.
Okay. So in this case, as far as I know, they should still have access. But now that you mention, I'm going to test that. But In the meantime, a way to make sure that all those students have access right now is to
Mhm.
create an automation that triggers today. Like you use a starting trigger of date, and you set the date of today and a specific hour, and in the path you select that only the students with the tag of 2024 get through, and unlocks everything.
Okay, so I'm going to create an automation, but not an email.
Not necessarily an email, because you just want to unlock them all, or at least make sure that they have unlocked it all, without them knowing that probably they are locked or
Right.
something like
So
that.
I'm confused. Can you tell me how do I create that automation?
Sure. So I'm going to show you my screen,
Excellent, thank you.
and let me know when you're able to see it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So in order to create that automation, you are going to create one from scratch,
Okay.
and the starting trigger will be
The date.
a future date and time.
Right. Okay.
So you select the date of today, and you set time later today, 1 p.m. This is my time zone, so
Okay.
depending on your time zone, and click add, and it should be at the bottom. So in this automation, where it says all students here in the path, you click change, and you select the 2024.
Okay.
The 2024 tag, and this means that at this date and time, this automation will trigger, but it will only be triggered for the students that has the tag. That means that the 2025 won't be affected.
Okay.
Okay, so in this path, you add the uh, unlock model is the easy one, because you unlock all the trainings inside of a model. So you just have to set here like the amount of unlock models depending on the models you have. If you have 5 models, 5 actions of unlock model, instead of probably 30 actions of unlocking training, because it's
Okay.
easier to have unlock model.
And I need to unlock each module individually.
Correct.
Okay. Well,
And
that
in
would be
that
really
way,
simple.
you'll make sure that they have it unlocked. As I say, I think that they should already have it unlocked, but if you want to make sure that they have it unlocked, you can do this.
Okay. That sounds like a really easy solution. I like that. Um, and I will try that. And if I have any problems, I will jump back in tomorrow and see, if I have any other question. One quick question, I'm not even sure if you can help me. I've tried putting this into support, but I've kind of gotten it circling around back to me. In the email editor, there was a feature that was an AI image creator. And I've used it several times and was able to create images to put into my emails. When I go onto the help page, the video still shows that as being usable. The video shows them using the AI creator, yet it's not in the email builder, the email editor anymore. Do you know anything about that? Is that just, is it having a problem or is it just under construction?
Okay. Let me see. So, do you know in which help page you see that option?
Um, oh, it was a video and Rachel was doing the video. Oh, I don't remember because it was about a week ago. And I tried to go through, I didn't hear from support. First, I went through the, online. I just sent through the website to the help center. And the bot was giving me answers that, couldn't really help me. So I sent in a note to support, and I haven't heard anything back. I
Okay.
really don't know, but that's not so pressing today if you have a lot of other questions.
Let me see. Mm, mm. Yeah, I will have to check that the AI creator
Hmm.
because right now there's no option to like paste an image in the email editor. I
Right.
think it should be, but right
They
now
said
there's yes.
they said the workaround would be just create it outside of it in AI and then just import it in as an image. But it was so convenient to have it right there and be able to say, oh, for this course, this is what I'd like the image to be. And they just blew out an image for me. It was really nice. So, but that's okay. I'll go back to support also.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help today. It was very helpful.
You're very welcome. Okay, so Lucia, you have your hand raised.
There we go. Okay. So I was wondering, with regard to her question, if identifying, and I don't mean to be specifically in her business, I'm just trying to think it out. Like, if I add a course that I want previous purchasers of course A, and I want them to have access to course B, just as a gift or whatever, or a process, can I not select all the students that were in course A and just add in her case, 2025 tag, like she did for the new purchasers, and they would then be in that workflow? Does that make sense? Yeah, like batch select the student and then literally add a tag to those students.
But then
Or
the reason I wasn't doing it that way was specifically because then they will have the recordings for the next year. It's like taking the class live twice.
my question was if that was technologically possible to add tags in bulk to selected students.
Tags in bulk to what, sorry?
So I have 25 students. They've taken and 15 of them I want to give access to the next course the way Lorraine is doing. I want to know if I can select those 15 and add the new course tag to them. It's more of a technical question um, about tagging students. Can we tag students to give them different experiences along the way in that way by tagging them? Is that how you do it? Sorry, my
Okay.
questions are over complex. I apologize.
So just to make sure that I understood, so 15 students, you want to tag them as bulk with the new tag.
Mhm.
Okay. So the only way right now to tag students, forget about that. That's not the only way. There are two ways to tag them in bulk. You can do it in the student database, but you have to select the 15 students. Uh, if you don't have a tag to identify those 15, because you say 15 out of 25, I think. So if you don't have a way to identify those 15 out of the 25, you have to select them manually in the student database. If you created a tag for those 15, you can either filter the student database for that tag and just select them all. And in the bulk options at the top right, there's an option that it says add tag. So let me share my screen too, so you can visualize that part. Okay, you should be able to see it.
Just
Okay, so my
control F a
student,
little bit. I am visually impaired, so if you could just make it a scotch, I'm gonna zoom in my face. Pardon my big nose, people. Okay, go. I can see that.
Perfect. Okay, so here in the filters in the student database, you have the option tag. So here you can select your students that have a specific tag.
I don't know where you found filters. If you could just be slower, because it is very small
Okay,
for me.
yeah. So I'm going to
Oh, filter
make,
activity by. Okay, I got you. Oh,
yeah,
that's better. Oh, thank you,
it's in
Tom.
the left bar until the bottom.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Okay, so here you can filter by tag and you can select all of these by clicking here in the left of name. And at the top right,
Where did you choose which tag?
oh, right here at the bottom. So I'm going to click reset here. So when you click tag here, you're going to
Oh, it
select the
gives you
tag
the
right
okay, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Controls.
here. Okay,
That's
so
exactly what I needed to know because I'm going to expand the student experience as we get closer to the Speaker Olympics. So I want to expand everybody. This is amazing. Thank you, Lorraine, for stimulating that question.
perfect. So this is one of the options. You can select
And then
all
you
of
add a
them
tag.
here.
You just quickly show me how you add a tag to that bulk selection.
Sure. So you are going to select all of them by clicking right here in the left of the name, and at the top right, you will see right here where it says batch select, apply, cancel, the option add tag. So you click apply and you're going to select the tag that you want to add to all of them. And that's it.
That was very
Cool.
helpful. Very helpful.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. So that's one way to do it. The other way that now that I think about it, this is the easiest way. The other way is something like I suggest to Lorraine, like set an automation in any course you want that triggers on a specific date and time and triggers for the students with a specific tag that in this case would be the same that you filter here and just add them a tag. And that's it. That will also work to bulk add a tag for the students with another tag. But this is easier
Wait, you can
to
pre-program
visualize.
that by doing a trigger with a date. You can pre-program that on this date, these people are going to be selected and that tag's going to be added. We can pre-program
Yeah,
that? Damn.
correct.
Oh my God.
So for example, Lorraine, what you could have done is, for example, set that automation for when the 2025 course started, like for example, and that will make sure that the 2024 got the unlocked models and that stuff. It's just an idea that popped into my head right now. But yeah, you can bulk add tags to students by this way, or as you say, you can program it by the experience engine to do it later. Okay, Sam,
Yeah,
go
so
ahead.
I'm going to jump on this subject, which is
Sure.
very interesting. And so this email sequence that I want to send to students to get them, encourage them to sign up for the pay course, I could actually have a tag for that and then select all my past students and add that tag, and then they would also join this email sequence. Is that
Yes,
correct?
correct.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, thank you very much.
Excellent. Okay, so we have 8 minutes left. Does anyone has any question to close this meeting for today?
I have a question for Lorraine. Is she still here? Yeah.
Still,
Um,
still
Lorraine,
here.
you're doing a progressive knowledge, right? Like a beginner, middle, and expert sort of situation, right?
No, what I do is I'm a watercolor teacher and I
Yes.
teach different courses on different topics. So the course that I'm doing now is a beginner's course that I also ran last year.
Right.
And I'm doing it again for a new audience this year.
Right. So it's like a new class of people.
Yeah, a new class of
Oh,
students. It's the same. I'm using the exact same shell of my course.
okay. So
I
you're
just had to
moving
go in and
classes
tweak.
through your curriculums. You're
I'm sorry,
moving
what was that?
classes through. You're moving classes through your curriculums.
Yes. In other words, I have like
Okay.
6 different courses, and some of them are new to this year, and some were because I just started last year. So I have a couple from last year and a few from this year that I'm moving people through. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. And I'm going to say goodbye and thank you so much. I appreciate your help today. Now I'm going to jump in and do exactly what you said with the automations. Thank you.
Excellent.
Everybody have a great
Perfect.
day.
Okay,
You
thank
too.
you, Jesus.
Bye.
Thank you, my very also.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Well, that will be all for today. And as you know, there's an office hour session tomorrow too with Rachel, if you would like to join. So thank you very much for your time today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.